Welcome to another exciting episode of Newspaper Review and Analysis on your darling station, Politiview Laro. I am Samuel Olaniyo, and to join me in the studio today to look at various happenings across National Daily is Mr. Shola Biala. He is the Deputy Registrar, PR and Protocol of the Federal University of Technology, Laro, the best university you have in Africa. Welcome, sir.
Thanks for the unpaid advert.
All right.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
All right. So, also let me formally, a lot of people are mourning the loss of a great icon, in person of Alhaji Azan Taiwo Gogo, and I know you also have one said about this great man.
In fact, I couldn't even attend the burial because of the emotional attachment that I used to have with him. Ogogo was a gentleman to the core and a good man with a good heart. May so rest in peace.
Perfect. Yeah. May so rest in peace and may he continue to rest in power. Let's get started. We have with us today Vanguard, we have the Punch, we have the Daily Trust, we have the Nigerian Tribune, as well as the Guardian newspaper. So let's start with the Vanguard. On the front page of the Vanguard, on the air of the newspaper, and before we go to the very big story, it says Dolly Parton, US country music legend, dies at 80, and that's on a very very sad note. A lot of people are beginning to mourn this very great legend. She is a country musician, and also she sings gospel as well as country music, and she is an American. I used to grow up listening to her music. I remember one of our famous hit songs. I so much love that song.
Coat of many colors.
Coat of many colors.
Coat of many
Seriously.
colors.
Well, how do you see this story? Like, I mean, the loss of a great legend.
Well, you see, when people like that dies, it resonates and it gives some level of sadness. Not just because she's no more, but people die, people come, people go. The fact remains that there are some people that when they die, the memory refuses to go. And I think that should be what will happen to this woman, especially if we go to our own Ogogo. You see, they've come, they've seen, and they've left legacy, impact. They've touched so many people. You see, Ogogo said on one of the interviews I listened to after his death that they preach gospel, but that they are neither in the church nor in the mosque, but they preach to many people even more than what each religion people are able to reach. So the same thing. Look at the time we've been listening to Dolly Parton, and even the age does not show on her. She looks ageless. You see,
Seriously.
I'm still using past, present continuous. She looks, doesn't show.
Yeah, she
That
was.
that is the impact. We also pray that God will rest her soul. God will rest her soul. We'll continue to remember people like that. We'll continue because of their impact, because of their legacy.
All right, we'll continue to remember people that lay one impact or the other in our society. Continue to rest in power, Dolly and Parton. Away from that story on the front page of the Vanguard, still on the Vanguard newspaper, Highways of Oro, motorists will spend 4 days on Binia Saba Road. And also recount audio, federal government to review concessioned roads. Apologies to Nigerians. I saw I think it was an interview released from the Ministry of Works, the minister, that's Mr. Engineer Dave Umahi, where he was apologizing concerning the Benin to Asaba Road. A lot of people are beginning to say, well, I don't know, for a long time, that road has been awarded to contractors, but as it stands, nothing has been done. And then we saw what happened in the past few days where a lot of motorists were
as a result of flood.
As a result of floods, and also I think some people were going there to pick asphalt and to vandalize properties that were meant for the social welfare of Nigerians. What to take on that story?
You see, I think it's high time federal government takes a bold step by punishing these scavengers. You remember what happened to bridges in Lagos and in some other parts of the country, where these scavengers will just go remove the roads and do everything. You see something that worth trillions of naira, and then you just go and take the roads just to sell for peanuts, destroying people's because our property. It's our property. Government is doing it for us. It's not for them. It's for us. So why are we going to, like the Yorubas will say pé idà ń balẹ̀ ara ẹ̀ jẹ́, ó rò pé òun ba àkọ̀ jẹ́. You know àkọ̀ is that thing that is holding the sword, and when the sword begin to eat it, it will be thinking that it's destroying that sheath, but it wouldn't know that it's destroying his own house. So you see, this road construction, I don't know what we are going to do about it. When the contracts were awarded, I think it has a timeline, and they were mobilized, but they didn't complain that maybe there wasn't enough fund or whatever. Why are they doing that? Why would they spend 8 years to construct a road that is meant to be constructed under 24 months? And what is government doing about it? It is not only Benin, Asaba, all over the country. You will see roads in dilapidated form, and then you will see them on site. The most important and annoying thing is that during dry season, you won't see them doing anything. It was during rainy season that you see them doing all these palliative measures towards this. I think the government need to do something, because if you don't show one as an example, others will continue to do it, because they see it as business as usual. Do whatever they want to do when they want to do it, not when it should be done.
All right.
Look at the horror. 4 hours.
Seriously.
On the highway.
Seriously. That's very, very pathetic. Let's just hope that something is done urgently to the road there in Benin Asaba. And straight to the Punch newspaper, on the front page of the Punch, 19 oil block licenses to expire this year, and also 12 PPLs, 7 OPLs affected as tenure dates near, and also NUPRC malls extensions for some expiring oil concession, expiry schedule cut across onshore, offshore oil licenses. For more of that story, you can turn to page 18 of the Punch newspaper. Well, there's a saying that this one now, it has to do with those that own the licenses. I don't know if
those of you that own the licenses.
I don't know if you already have one.
Well, if it is palm oil block, I have. But if it is petroleum, anyway, it's PP.
It's PP, palm oil. So they're saying about 19 oil blocks licenses to expire this year, and as usual, the Nigerian government in the past, it has always been one of paddy friendship and all that, where you have
man
exactly getting licenses. What becomes of average businessmen, investors that truly want to invest in the oil sector?
That is why we are witnessing what we are witnessing in the oil sector. It's like it is not people who want to work that are given work to do. Just like somebody used to tell me that a lot of people who want to work, they will not even employ them. But people that they will take their employment letter to them at home, and they will get that work on the platter of if there's something that is more than good, they will get it. And when they get there, they fumble, they misbehave. You see, if there are conditions for the allocation of oil blocks, I think serious-minded people, and I'm not saying there are no criteria, there are criteria, but I don't think the criteria are solid enough to warrant giving the allocating of such things to serious-minded people. Now, we there. Now, so the thing they spoil small. But if 19 blocks licenses to expire, if you are owing something, even as a tenant, before you know the duration of your tenancy and you know when to pay. If you don't pay, you know what the landlord will tell you. So why are we even publicizing it that it to expire? Don't they know that it is well? If they need it, that is one of the conditions the government should even be working on. If you needed to be reminded that your something will expire, then that means you don't need it. If you need it, you will have worked towards renewing it even before it expires. So let's do it the way it is. Allocating a bricklaying job to a tailor should stop.
And let's just hope that such things will stop in our nation, Nigeria. Away to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. There's a very big story on the front page that says 2027 Atiku
To
to
boycott
boycott debate
debate
unless
unless
Tinubu
Tinubu
joins
joins.
ADC.
I join you in reading the headline.
Exactly. It says challenges presidency to debate on petrol subsidy removal. For more of that story, you can turn to page 22 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. We saw the debate that happened right there in Port Harcourt. That's the NBA debate. I think NBA conference where we saw the candidates of the ADC, the vice president candidates. I mean, was sent the person of Amechi, Rotimi Amechi, and also I didn't see that of the APC there. I didn't see the vice president. Neither did I see the president there. I saw that of the NDC, Peter Obi. We saw the very own human rights activists and presidential material, Omoyele Sowore, and a whole lot of presidential candidates at that debate. For now, for the presidential debate, people are beginning to say, you want to rule Nigerians and then you don't want to come and address us, come and give us, we want to hear from you. What do you have? Enough of, we know you have the blueprint, you have your manifestos printed in hard copies, in papers and all that. We want to hear you talk to us about some of these government policies, the past 4 years. How would you rate yourself? Questions to be asked, and also questions or issues to be raised concerning the next 4 years you're clamoring for Nigerians to vote for. Do you think this is a very good decision to want to boycott debates from the current administration, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Of course, if you don't have anything to say, you always hide under the pretext that somebody is not saying anything.
Okay, so
I'm not saying. I'm not saying. So don't put words into my mouth. But what I'm saying is that it's like preemptuous statements.
Okay,
it's preempting if unless Tinubu joins.
Why not just go there and say your own?
Say your own. And how is he even sure that Tinubu will not join? We are not being partisan here. We are giving a plot of land to cultivate for the benefit of the community, not this time around. You are not telling me that if I didn't go there to plow my own, you will not come and plow your own. Is it the same thing? No, you do your own, I do my own. Okay. After all, no party has indicated that they will come or they will not come, unless, so it's preemptive. He's assuming, he's guessing that this man will not come. So if you don't have anything to say, just tell us you don't have anything to say. What if the person you are thinking will not come surfaces? Is that then you now start preparing what you want to say? Like I said last week on this program, that they're gone were the days when electorates, when they are eager and willing and anxious to listen to campaigns, because then the campaigns were issue based. But this time around, sentiments, mudslinging, attacking personalities instead of issues. If Tinubu is not coming, so be it. He hasn't said he's not coming. Why not prepare for your own this thing? If you know die, I know go die. Shall we come to work together?
All right. If you know die, I know go die. It's all right. Still on the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Ibadan Ijebu Ode Road reconstruction flag off. APM slams federal government for not inviting Makinde, and also claims Tinubu scared of Oyo governor's popularity and performance. That's according to the Oyo State government. For more of that story, you can turn to page 23 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. A lot of people are beginning to raise questions concerning the place of traditional rulers in the politics of a state. And also because I think it was day before yesterday we saw the flag off of the construction of the Ibadan to Ijebu Ode Road, where we saw the minister of the minister of works and works in person of engineer Dave Umahi, as well as the governor of Ogun State, who happened to be where the road will be starting from, and that's Governor Dapo Abiodun. But absent on that particular occasion was the governor of Oyo State, engineer Sheyi Makinde. And people are saying we should have been invited. It's a federal government job. Federal government is saying no, we have a right to invite who we want to invite. If you know you want to flag of any construction, go and build your own route, do your flag of and invite who you want to invite. So do you think invitation to such occasions like that
should be restricted?
Should it be restricted, or across party lines? And also, people are also questioning the presence of the Olubadan of Ibadan, as in person of Senator Rashid Ladoja Kabiyesi. So people are saying, why was he at that event if the governor was not there? What's the Olubadan doing there? Do you think it's politics taking too far?
Of course, politics campaigns have started. And you have to campaign with whatever you have. Those are the things you want to use as the basis of you wanting to come or to retain that place. Well, if I'm planning a wedding, I have every right to invite whosoever I want to invite. But it's not possible for me not to invite the bride's or the groom's parents. If it is a federal government road, and then once a president has emerged, it has become the president of Nigeria, of not a particular political party. But we should not be judgmental. We wouldn't know why Makinde was not there. We wouldn't know whether he was invited or not. And we cannot begin to question that on that day. Yorùbá sọ pé kì í ṣe ọjọ́ lèèyàn máa rẹ́ èékánná. You will have rẹ́ your èékánná sílẹ̀ kó tó di ọjọ́ ọjọ́. So for his absence, nobody can say. All we're just saying are speculations that he was not invited. And if we ask him, what if he was invited and he couldn't attend? And that where was the flagging of? Where precisely did it take place? Is it in Oyo territory or in Ogun territory? I'm not being...
These are questions to be asked, right?
Yes. You see, there are certain things that we just don't have to put political coloration there. Let's look at the nitty-gritty of that thing. Of course, I'm not saying Makinde should not be invited. And I'm not saying Makinde was not invited. But the fact
I think he was not invited, because the state government actually made a press release and saying that why wasn't he invited?
If he wasn't invited, it's not good enough.
It's not good enough. All right. Let's just hope that subsequent flag off would have the state governor, irrespective of the party they belong to. I want to thank you for your time on the program today, Mr. Shola Abiola. Thanks for coming on the program today. Thank you so much.
Don't thank me. You are owing me.
All right, that's fine.
But I accepted. Thank you very much.
And that will be all on the program today. We want to once again send our condolences to all Americans for the loss of the legend.
And all the Ilaros.
And all the Ilaros, exactly. Ilaro as well as America. Yeah, we lost two legends in their respective part of life. One, a country musician, the other one, a very notable Nollywood screen writer as well as an actor. They are still continue to rest in peace and continue to rest in power. We'll miss you all. We miss you. God bless you. Thanks for watching. I remain Samuel Olanyo. Bye for now.